Infestation contained. Rebooting core functions. Alien tissue vector isolated. Retained at deep layer. Processing. Nanoform analysis underway. Compatibility register enabled. Processing. Compiling profile. Nano-catalyst viability assessment underway. Processing.
The Lingshan insertion remains nominally a U.S. covert operation. You're gonna be my eyes and ears out there, Prophet. Keep your team alive by all means. That's a loyalty I fully understand. I applaud it, in fact. But your primary function is to report back to me. If you can, bring back samples. If you can't, just come back alive and tell me what you saw. It's the data that's key now. Nanosystems, but we're on borrowed time here, all of us. Time for the whole human race to wake up.
Systems recovery. Corrosive agents isolated. Base functions impaired. Rerouting primary power systems. Please wait.
All right, I'm getting a limited feed from your suit, son, but for now it'll have to do. I don't believe we've been introduced. Jack Hargreave, at your service. I don't doubt Nathan Gould will have mentioned my name, but I'm bound to assume he didn't have much good to say about me. But we have other, more pressing concerns right now. We have to get you weaponized and up to speed. So, you're currently standing not far from the diseased, bureaucratic heart of the city. And while you'd think airlifting all the politicians out should have a cleansing effect, sadly what's replaced them isn't any better. But don't take my word for anything. Why should you? Trust must be earned. Go on and see for yourself. I'll guide you as best I can. But you've got to get right down into that filthy, diseased heart. There's something down there you're going to need.
Primary systems rerouted. Clear to proceed. Locate hive entrance. Make your way through the plaza.
He took the children. My children. He just took them. Ellen, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I feel good. I'm healing. A doctor said. But he took them.
And here, it seems, the VIPs were indeed processed as befits their status. Cleaning up. It's ingenious, isn't it? Think of the Argentine cattle crisis 2 years ago, or the British BSE outbreak in the last century. The issue was not slaughtering the animals, that was easily done. The problem was disposal. What do you do with the millions of rotting corpses? Well, there you see the answer the Ceph have evolved. They wipe us out. They break us down, they reduce the environmental impact almost to zero. Exemplary.
Through into City Hall.
Yes. You see, all part of the same biomass processing system. For what purpose? Well, that is quite the question. Repulsive, yes, but quite fascinating.
Radio Free Manhattan. Wanna know what the man's up to now? Well, not content with flooding our city with armed thugs, paid out of your tax dollars, we are now getting reports of leading-edge, experimental military hardware loose on the streets, and very likely out of control. Eyewitnesses from the Midtown area managed to beat the media blackout and the cuts in cell phone coverage, and bring us these terrifying warnings.
It was like a walking machine, man. Like out of those old
penetrate the alien
You should be
structure.
able to make out some exposed elements of the alien structure from where you are now. The ship Lockhart's pilot shot down today had to have docked somewhere above ground. Look for anything resembling a tower or a silo. Look around you, Alcatraz. Look at this ecology. Have you ever wanted to visit an alien planet? This may be as close as you'll ever come, if only we had more time. I'm afraid there's some bad news, son. The DoD plan to bomb out the Rawson flood barrier and drown the lower city in an attempt to wipe out the Ceph. In all probability, this insanity is gonna go ahead, despite my protests, and I don't want you underground when it does. You must get to the heart of the alien structure with all speed, Alcatraz, and then exit. We don't have much time. I hesitate to use cheap Earth fauna analogies. God knows I'm going to start sounding like Nathan Gould if I do. But what we're dealing with here probably answers to the equivalent of an insect hive. The level of alien infestation in these tunnels is likely to be high. Find Reeves and his men. I lost contact when they entered the subway system. But watch yourself, son. I want you out of there in one piece.
Assault the Hive Core. Locate Reeves and his team. Nanovision enabled. Nanovision enabled. Engaged.
Evacuation plans will depart every 15
Tactical options available.
best thing. And a light-breaking and startling display.
My men. Well, that explains why their comms went down. I had hoped. Well, never mind. Casualties of war, I suppose. We all make sacrifices. See if you can find their scanning gear. Might give us a little advance warning of what we're heading into here.
Tactical options available.
Mitchell Reeves. Aside from Tara Strickland, he was the best I had. From the look of the feed I'm getting from you, the spore loop is running near dormant levels.
Destroy the spore conduit. Access the spore silo. Warning. Explosion imminent. Maximum armor.
Excellent. Now, we need to get you inside the central structure. Looking at the schematics Reeves and his team managed to transmit, I'd suggest you try to blast loose one of the spoke seals and use the resulting rupture to effect entry. Look for any weakness in the structure.
Tactical options available.
Magnificent, isn't it? Like some vast coral ecology. Can we even doubt that these creatures evolved in an ocean?
Sabotage the spore conduit. Interface with the spore veins.
That seems to be working. Good. But you'll need to repeat the procedure with the other spokes. That should bring the whole system up to full pressure.